so easy to falling in this open space. And in my daily life.
Where is your daily life right now?
Now?
Where is your
here?
daily life? It's
now
right
it's
here.
here.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
This is your daily life, right here.
Yes.
Right here. This is your daily life. It cannot be anywhere else. And in this moment, what you want to do is you want to go searching in your thinking to talk about some other moment that is only an imaginary moment in your thinking.
Yes.
Right? This whole scene is your daily life. That's exactly what you're doing every day.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes. But
now you can see it right now. Normally you don't see it. In this moment, do you get what I'm pointing to? Do you get this? This very moment is your daily life, and in this very moment you are coming to search in your mind about another imaginary moment. Right? And that is exactly what you do every day.
Yes.
Yes.
Every day I have maybe another place.
Yes. Yes.
But always I do this. Wie sagt man, Bezugspunkt oder
Reference point.
Yes.
I have different reference points.
Yes.
And always I act with this. With
always
these
you
points.
go to there, to an imaginary different scenario than the one you're in.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes? Right, so you're doing it right now. So what's the difference?
There is no question. No.
You're doing the same thing you do every day right now. Hands. The difference is, right now you can see it. Right? Every day you do this, but you don't see it.
Yes. But what is the difference?
What is the difference? That's what I'm asking you right now. What is the difference right now than what you do every day?
Maybe here I'm in a special energy.
This is not my point. This is not my point. My point is, can you see the point? Do you see the point? Yes? Do you see the point?
Sure.
No? Who can see the point? I need to know who is seeing it. Okay. So the practice of what you're doing right now, of coming to ask this question, is the same thing you do every day. Right? Like you just saw it a moment ago. Every day you are here,
yes,
but imagining a different scenario.
Yes.
Right? Every day. The difference right now is you can see this. Right? So it's in this moment, the same thing you do every day is being seen.
Now it's like that.
It's being seen.
The angle is wide open, and sometimes in the.
No. There's only ever this moment. This is the thing we need to get clear here. I want to show you something, not by just telling you, but by you seeing it. Because anything I will tell you, and you walk away and say Ananta says blah blah blah, is useless. It's your seeing, right?
Yes.
So you're seeing in this moment what you do every day. Every day you imagine another scenario other than the one you're in.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So right now you can see that. That's what you do, and that's what causes you confusion and headache, right?
Mm.
So, can you be here now without imagining another moment?
Yes, there are just some glimpses coming in the mind.
Yes. You can bring them. Go on. Bring them. Whatever is not clear. I invite you to see it clear. And when you get the point, it will be your responsibility after that. Because once you're awake, you have a choice. Yeah? Once the awakeness is there and you can see what you're doing, like it might happen tomorrow or the next day, that you are somewhere and you go, what about next week when I da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and you get lost and you cause yourself a fear and a contraction and all of this, and that moment you go, look what I'm doing, drop it. Because the moment you can see it, you can drop it.
There is something, fear, when I always drop these thoughts coming and drop it. What is then?
Exactly, right
what
now.
Is then? Then it's
right
nothing.
Now.
And
tell me
then
how.
I want to hold something.
Yes. So tell me, how does your ass fit on the chair right now?
I don't understand.
I know you don't understand. Feel your ass on the seat.
My ass in the seat, yes. I feel it.
Yes, this is the most important thing in your life right now, I tell you.
Okay. It feels good.
Yeah. Because this is real, this is reality.
Yes.
This is reality. Reality feels good.
Yeah.
Right?
It's so.
It's the fear
It's
of
fear and
being
it's,
here with nothing to hold on
Yes,
to,
yes.
right?
I sometimes it's a feeling like walking in the air. You have no ground. You have no one to hold on some thoughts or something.
Yeah.
And it's the fear can feel down.
So from where are you looking to make this report?
I don't know. From where?
Right, this is the question. And your mind, your thinking cannot answer that.
I feel it.
Huh?
It's
Yeah.
just when I say this, the fear comes up.
Yeah, because who will you be without this constant worrying about the next moment? Who will you be?
I just must trust. Yes. I have nothing. I'm helpless.
Yeah, and I tell you, this is the most delicious place to be. Because in truth, you are helpless. You know, it's like when we get on an aeroplane, we buy the ticket and we get on the plane, right? We're helpless. Yeah? In our little reality, our life is now in the hands of the pilot, right? Whose life is in the hands of the one who really is in control, right? But you hand over in that moment your trust to the driver.
Yeah.
And you sit back and you get your coffee and you, yeah? But because you don't, maybe you do. I mean, it happens for me when I get on the plane, I go, okay, show me. Am I going to land in another country or not? You know? And it's like that. It's like living like that. Am I going to wake up tomorrow? I don't know. Show me. When I get on that plane, I don't know if it's going to land or where it's going to land. There's a trust which is not even a doing. It's just like, oh well, there's nothing I can do now. I'm on the plane, you know? You don't halfway through the flight go, wait a moment, I don't trust. You don't do that. You just let go because that's the only thing you can do, right? Well, your whole life is like that. You know? What do you think is in your hands?
Maybe nothing.
And if you realize that, if you truly realize that the miracle that actually we've ended up, we made a plan, and my God supported it, and agreed to allow us to sit here on this chair. Do you really think it was in our hands ever, you and I? No, no, it's given. It's given. It's given. It's given. It's all been given, and it all will be taken.
It's so amazing.
Yeah, it's so amazing. Yeah. And when you see how amazing that is, you know, that not one of these bodies came into existence without it being given. And every single body will be taken. What business is that of yours? What did you have to do with that? Who do you think you are? When you get this realization, when you really get that wow, you know, I didn't have a choice about its size, its shape, its color, I didn't have a choice about any of that, right? It was given. Yeah. this is
I'm not
beautiful.
confused, but I'm.
It's mind-blowing.
Yes, it's mind-blowing.
Yes, and it's beautiful. You're giving a beautiful demonstration of when the mind has been taking itself to be the doer. You're giving a beautiful demonstration of when it starts like it can't find anything to hold on to that proves that it whatever was the doer. It's like Yeah, it is a miracle that you can feel your ass on the seat. Be grateful for that.
Now the mind comes back.
Yeah, my mind will always
yes,
back.
Not to me, also something.
Help the mind. Help the mind to come home. When the mind itself, you know, come on, you know, let's get this word clear, mind. Mind is not an entity. It is not something that exists by itself. Mind is a capacity. It is an aspect of consciousness. Don't try to work this out with the mind. Mind is an aspect of consciousness, a manifestation that gives this capacity of consciousness to focus and to have this, what can we call it, you know, this ability to think is incredible, isn't it? It's absolutely incredible. How could that not be born of intelligence? The thing is that within this thinking process, it has thought itself to be somebody. It's a thinking process, thinking itself to be the body.
It's not so that I'm thinking. It's not the right expression. There is space and thoughts coming in.
Yes, and you...
They are not my thoughts.
Yes.
I don't know from where they can.
And,
I don't
and to
know
where they go.
They go,
Yeah.
and I don't know.
Yes.
But they are coming, and sometimes they made sense. Not every time.
But the thing is,
yeah.
is when the mind is unconscious, right? When the thinking process is in a wrong vision, that's a nice way to describe it. When it's in a wrong vision, and it's thinking itself to be somebody to who all these events of life have happened. All these events of the life that the memory has collected in the events, the memory book, apparently happened to somebody. To who did they happen? You know, if you lost your memory before you entered the building, and I ask you about your life, what will you tell me? You will have nothing to say. Yeah?
Yes.
Which shows that it's just a memory. If you lost your memory, you got amnesia, whatever it is called, still you will be. You don't need that to exist. But who will you be? You'll still be you. Without the carrying of all these recorded events of memory, right? So, when you are aware that all that memory is just memory, all the events of your life happened to the body, which the body is continuously reproducing itself, but it has a memory, body, yeah? Happened to the body, to the mind. And you were the witness. To say you were the witness is a bit like you are not, it's a bit like separating yourself. This is not a correct way to speak it from where I look. You have been there all the way along, but without memory you couldn't tell anything. Right? But it has happened in the body and it has happened in the mind. So when you are aware, when you are awake to the fact that you are not the thinker and you are not, there's no entity called me other than this that is aware.
Every moment is eine Bestrebung. In every moment some energies want to build an entity. I can feel it. And always in the same moment it is this entity falling away.
Can we say sandcastles?
Sandcastles.
Sandcastles.
Like the children's play.
When you go to the beach,
yes.
sandcastle, and the next wave comes and it's all gone. It didn't exist.
But this is a process always.
But this is a moment-to-moment life happening. It's all being built and falling away. It's all being built and falling away. Right? That which is seeing, that which is aware of that, right? When you are aware that this is your true self, then how could you live any other way than there's even no question, there's an inherent trust within that. Because what could have made this has to have the control over the whole existence. It's not even logic tells you that, but you don't need logic to know that, because in this awakeness you know that there is nothing you can do different than what this moment is happening right now. There could not be something else happening than what is happening right now. Yeah? There couldn't be another thing happening. No. So then, the worrying about what will happen next week when I'm all by myself, right?
Yes.
What is the worth of it? What is the worth of this? You know? But then when we overlook this reality, right? And we are wearing that reality, right? The more we energize that worrying, the more reality it gets. and the more it becomes your life experience. It becomes your life experience. Yeah? As you give it energy, and you, like that's how you've heard it said over and over, you create your own reality, right? That's how, because when you start feeding, you're living all the time in the ideas of next week, next month, next year, you're living all the time in that, and overlook the awareness of reality, which is only this, the happening of this. You overlook this, overlook this, overlook this, start feeding this and wearing this, and you live as if that is the reality. And there you suffer. There you search for happiness. You search for a better future. Your future is now. So how you live now will be your future. They're not different. If you are in the worrying now about next week, that will be your future. The same thing that you come and you sit here and do, what about next week when I'm not in this space? That very same thing, if it is allowed, will be your future. Cannot change. It can only change now.
Now.
Now. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah? Do you see it? Do you see it? Yeah? All the yes buts will come and come and come. And it's not like, also, you know, I want to say that it's not like you need never to think again about next week, because this is also impossible. This is included in the human experience. Thinking happens. Thinking about next week happens. We need to book a flight. I had to book a flight to come here. The planning had to start months ago. Okay? Not to mention my period. Yeah? All this had to start months ago.